Good morning, welcome back to our channel. We thought today we'd give you a little bit of an update. Over the last few days we've been struggling with the pipe work, the water coming into the caravan. Now this is basically what we had when we bought the caravan. As most of you will know, this is the Truma pipe with a filter on the bottom. Although this is a brand new one, this was actually replaced and it didn't actually work.
No.
So we had to go back to the dealer. The dealer said, this is what you should have had, a whale one. So he gave us this lovely new whale one, which is quite a funky bit of kit. And we brought it home, we put it on the outside, put the aqua roll in full of water, and the water was gushing out.
Yeah.
And it was all pouring out the side of the caravan. So we went back again the same day, just as well, they're local. And he said, oh yeah, there's different rings you can have, different O-rings they called them.
O-rings.
I'll show you that. So it's the end of them, and apparently the small ones, although they're the same diameter, thickness, thinner ones and thicker ones. This needed the thicker ones to go into a Truma connection. Thankfully, that did it. That did the trick. So fingers crossed. We tested it and tested it again, and it worked. So all along it was the actual O-rings, but they did actually change the pump as well to a whale pump. So if we need to adjust it, we've got a little switch on top and we can calibrate it.
That's for the pressure, isn't it?
That's for the pressure, yeah. So that's all done. So it brought us on to a couple of things while it's a bit dry, and we've got a few days before we start looking at where we're going to go next. So
yeah, so we did think about what other checks, internal checks, that can be done before, you know, time ticks on and the winter starts setting in. So what we actually bought, we did get advice, and we have had professional advice on this as to what to get and how to use it. So basically what we have here is the inductive moisture meter. I'm just going to show you that. So this isn't like the usual one. Normally they come with 2 pins on the top. So if you are checking for damp in the caravan, you put the pins up to the wall or inside your cupboards, wherever you're doing your test, but it will leave holes. So we decided to go with this one, and it does get into the small areas as well. So we are going to be doing a damp test. I'll show you how to switch it on, calibrate. So that is that one, and I will be showing you how to use that. This I've used before in a previous video. It's actually a gas sniffer. So while we are on the water pump and the water tank, I'm going to fill the tank up. We're going to switch the gas on, and we're going to heat the water up with gas, and I'm going to test the gas pipes underneath the seat with this as well. And that will come later on in the video.
what I've picked up as well, this is called Pitch Perfect, and normally what we've been using, which most of you have been using to level your caravan, is like a 6-inch leveling device. And to be honest with you, when that is at the front and I'm at the front trying to level it, I can't see that bubble going up and down. Maybe I need glasses, but in the meantime I haven't got them. What I have got is this here. I say it's called Pitch Perfect. It's a little digital display. So as you can see, I'll show you that later so you can see it going left to right. And basically inside this is a couple of Bulbarians. You can hear them. You can hear me in my mic. And they obviously level it out and the lights come up. I thought it had some sound on it, but maybe it doesn't. But you know what? I'm quite pleased with the little lights, what we see going on that. So we'll be testing that out as well to show you how easy it is from a distance to make sure your caravan's level, rather than keep running around saying, is the bubble there? That should actually do the trick. I know you can get apps and stuff like that, but hey, you know what? That's quicker. Also as well, what we've never actually had before, oh gosh, this is a bit of a wobble. This is a Malenko nose weight gauge. Now, we've never actually used this before because we actually thought, oh yeah, we know how much weight we've got, and we're quite familiar with loading trailers and getting the right balance over the axles and taking stuff out of the cupboards. But I was quite surprised when I put this on that our car has got an 80 kilo nose weight on it, and I think when we went somewhere it was about 85. We've used this, and to be honest, it has made a difference, and it's a bit of a peace of mind knowing that we've got the right balance from car to touring caravan. And for those who don't know, and there is quite a few people we've seen on social media who've sort of said, what do I use this for? And it's got all the dials on the side, so you've just got to find out the nose weight of your vehicle compared to your caravan. And ours is at 80. And I think when we came back from the New Forest on the last one, I just quickly did it there, and it was about 75, and it actually pulled really nice. There was a difference on it, in fairness. The caravan didn't seem to sort of bounce around or sway too much.
So how do you find out the nose weight? How did you find out the nose weight for our car?
So basically it'll tell you on our spec of our car as well.
All right,
and there's some formula you can use as well from caravan to car as well. But as a guideline, 80 kilos was what we needed to aim at.
Right.
And just when it was at 75, I just touched the front of the tow bar, the drawbar on the caravan, and it's surprised how quick it shot it down to 10. But again, I'll show you a quick detail on that a little bit later on. So a couple of items there just to be looking at, so we'll crack on, and we'll probably go through each and every one and just give you a quick demo for those people who don't know, like we didn't up until a couple of weeks ago, what all this kit really does to help.
Definitely.
Okay, so we'll see you shortly on the first clip.
Yep. Can't wait to get going. Okay.
Good.
Right, so firstly we're going to do a little bit of a damp test as a demo for you. So this is what we bought, that's the brand. It's Ardinskos, if that's how you pronounce it. Comes in a nice little case, which is handy. So when you first switch it on, it's just that middle button. That will show up the dial, and then you have to calibrate it. So there's a button right at the top there. You press that until it stops bleeping, and now it's calibrated. So now it's ready to use. So like I said, we've got the one with the ball on the end. Oh, it's just picked up my finger there. So we're not going to cause any damage when we do the damp test because there's no pins on it. So what I'm going to do, I am going to do a little bit of a damp test under the seat. Obviously this is where the water tank is. And all we need to do is literally, I'll show you just on there, is put it up to the wall, and then that'll give you a reading. Now anything between 0 to 15, you've got no problems there at all. Anything up to 20, between 20 and 25, you'd need to maybe have a look at it, or maybe your caravan has been in storage and it's had a bit of condensation while it's been there. If that's the case, air it out and check it again in a couple of weeks' time. So, but anything over 30, then you may have a problem, and it's definitely worth getting checked out. Where else do we try? Cupboard's always a good one because it meets the top of the caravan. And so we're going to start at the top, and that shows 13, 14 on there, so that's absolutely fine. And we can just check it a little bit further down, and that's 8, so that's indicating there's actually no problem in the cupboard. So we've also been advised to check around all the windows and openings, especially where the caravan's been cut out, so doors, windows and up by the vents. So I'm going to pop that on there. That's showing 13. That's absolutely fine. If I do move that up, it's going to shoot up because of the metal in the window, so just move it down and across. And that looks pretty stable as well, so check all of your windows on that one as well. So I'm going to carry on doing my checks with this little meter. It's proven really good right now because we did have a damp report from the supplier, and everything's tallying up at the minute. But just to let you know, we bought this off Amazon. This was £35, so it's not a lot of money to spend just to check on those vital areas where you think or you feel you may want to check for damp. Also, don't forget to do your vents around the ceiling. But yeah, it's a really good bit of kit, and I'm going to carry on finishing my damp test.
Okay, having a nice level surface is ideal. You can use scales and a bits of wood. We find this a lot easier. You just pop it under the nose there. It's obviously all jacked up. You can see the dials there, so we're probably looking between sort of 75 and 70. So you just slowly lower it down on the jockey wheel. You can see the pressure going onto it there on the dial. The handle will click over when it's engaged and the weight's on it. And as you can see, the jockey wheel's now off the ground, just here. And it's reading just about 70 on there. And that's taking the weight. So you can see by just putting a little bit of pressure on the front drawbar how quick it can push down 90, 100, but you see that's sat there nicely at just on 70. And we've got a gas bottle in there and a couple of bits and pieces. We don't tend to carry a lot in the front box. We tend to keep that quite light. It's easier because we have a cover what we put over it when we're travelling. So that is the nose weight. To obviously disengage it, put the jockey wheel down, see the pressure coming off it. And it's on.
Okay, so this is the gas sniffer. It's a Zoo. I don't know if you can see that on there. So basically, to switch it on, it only takes AAA batteries. Flip the switch up, and what we need to do now, we need to get it warmed up. So there's a volume button here on the side, so I've turned all the way up. When that is warmed up and ready to go, all these lights will show up and they will bleep like that. So you turn the button back down till all the lights go off and you just hear that clicking. So this is ready to use. So the gas has all been switched on the fridge, on the water boiler, and I am going to test the internal gas pipes. Now you don't need to touch anything. If there's the slightest whiff of gas, it will make this noise. And the lights will show up. So we are just going to put it up next to the pipes. And that is clear. As per a previous video, we use this on our gas bottle as well in the front locker. But that's fine. That's everything. That's all it is. Very simple, very easy, and no gas coming through, which is good news.
So I'm out here with the Pitch Perfect and the little dial to show you how level the caravan really is. And I'm just stood near the front looking back to see what's level. So what I'll do for demo, I'll zoom in as far as I can, and Sarah can zoom in a little bit more on that when it becomes level, just to sort of see the two dials lighting up. Myself and Sarah have been working on something very different and something what we haven't covered yet and we haven't seen a great deal on YouTube about. This is about our caravan, and it's something, like I said, we didn't expect to do when we actually purchased our van. But you know what, guys, we've gone ahead and done it, and it's very nervy, very exciting, yeah. And yeah, it was one of them vlogs and videos we were still working on, we're still putting it together, which we're thinking, should we or shouldn't we? But we've done it. So stay tuned for that one. That should be coming up shortly. Thanks again for watching our channel and for subscribing. And don't forget, press your notifications down below. That would be perfect. Also, if you like the video we've just put on, please do check out our other video, which was about safety, checks what we do when we're going caravan, and you can find that just here.